can kind of work that one because it's a pretty good motion. Once I'm here, I get the position, right? I do my little disruption, I come down. I go for like a guillotine or something, but he inserts that arm. So I'm right here, and he's not allowing me to get it past the body, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to shift this hand right here up, and this hand right here. Now I push his head down, and I follow. Come deep, make sure his head goes the opposite direction. Right? Now I got this arm, so when he goes to move or shrimp or whatever, see, I'm under this arm. This hand's coming in here. And it gives you a good setup for mounting or whatever at this point. It's hard for him to move easy, right? Because I got his head facing that direction. And again, you can be putting all your weight on it, or shifting, however. Right, this one. Got a good position right here. Okay?
Let your fingers do the walk.
Okay? And the reason why, you're coming down tight with him, instead of like going right for the arm bar, I'm like this, and he goes for the 3/4 half dealie. And here.
It goes here.
He just pulls out right away. So now he's like this because he knows his arm's vulnerable.
Right.
So he just pulls out. Now, the footlock, whatever at that point. All right. So now, when he does it, totally takes that option. He's like this, and all of a sudden that's nothing to pull anymore. His chin, shoulders pushing my chin away. This arm's trapped. This arm's underneath. It's a good secure hold down.
That's neat.
With no gi or even gi.
Sir.
Okay, give that one a whirl. We're right here. 3/4 half basically shoving down. We're going to do the same thing when he goes to shoot for the leg. I sprawl. All right, sprawl out, push the head down, boom, come right up underneath. Get your shoulder right here, right off the bat. All right, because that's what's going to kind of push his head away. So it makes it harder for him to just shrimp into you. All right, so you're keeping that nice and shoulder deep underneath. Keeping that hand underneath, and now if you can, get under this arm as well. This will also start to eliminate if it's like a punching thing. It's harder for him to get any kind of punch out. Right? All right, so it's harder for him to get a punch. Yeah, like that one dude. Yeah. All right, so here, and now, shoulder in, hit, walk it up, just so you get to a good solid position. If you want, once you're here, just for an uncomfortable position, I weave this hand underneath his arm, and I grab his head and squeeze. Yeah, because that's what secures everything. All right, so come up underneath, reach underneath, squeeze, and then if I'm here, mount, do the same thing. No. Yeah, wouldn't need to. But if the guy's like, then you want to get to mount. He grits it out, go to mount, and I got a good position to strike from, or more points if it's a point tournament. Okay, so here he shoots in, I sprawl, right? My hand comes behind his arm, the other one's right on his head, shoves it down. This hand just goes from here, grabs my own wrist, shove, use my shoulder right away. So I'm always going to control his head with my shoulder. Keep him in here. Because remember, without the gi, you got to start to control his body a little bit more instead of pinning the gi and doing stuff. So now it's my shoulder pinning his head. This hand comes underneath. And I got a good position. Again, this one here, minus the crank. I'm here, and then I'd squeeze my arms together. Right? Or you could, another way to go to mount. So basically, the blade of your arm is crunching into his neck. And then this hand right here is just walking around his head like this and squeezing and pulling that way. Okay?
Sir, go for it. Grab your partner.